In 1992, the National Endowment for Financial Education, or NEFE, as many of you know us, was launched. There have been countless hours of work, trips to all corners of the country, speaking engagements, research, late nights, early mornings, and collaborations with some of the top minds in the country. This is what we did to ensure we are a top-tier organization supporting greater financial well-being. Here we are 30 years later, and the story of NEFE is something that continues to be written. NEFE's story is a great one because it has all the elements you need. We have a strong supporting cast, represented by our past and current staff. Our story takes place in the wonderful city of Denver, our home even before NEFE was established. Additionally, NEFE has been lucky enough to have impressive leadership who have played a role in how NEFE has come to be. Lastly, you need a plot and challenges to overcome. We've had plenty of those, which have helped make our story one of growth, challenge, and success within our field. In 1994, we helped launch Youth Financial Literacy Day, which eventually became Financial Capability Month, something we are proud to say continues each April as partners celebrate their achievements while building forward momentum. In 2000, we conducted our first expert convenings, which we continue to this day. In 2006, we funded our first research project. In 2007, we launched Cash Course to join our high school financial planning program, which started all the way back in 1984. These programs, as well as Smart About Money, that launched in 2005, helped significantly expand NEFE's reach. In 2008, we served on the first of 3 U.S. Presidential Advisory Councils on Financial Capability. In 2010, we began conducting national public opinion polls and now have completed over 50. In 2011, we completed our first of 24 national satellite media tours, and in 2019, we joined the CNBC Financial Wellness Advisory Council and unveiled our personal finance ecosystem.
Well, one of the unique things about NEFE is that it has funding, and it can actually use that funding to the highest and best use possible. So we can ask that critical question, does this stuff work? And if not, how can we improve it, and how can we make sure that the research agenda supports what we're talking about so we can answer that key question? Yes, this works.
Hi, I'm Brent Neiser, veteran of NEFE, and so proud to be part of its early days, even before it became a private operating foundation. Financial planning was birthed through the work of NEFE and the College for Financial Planning to be the first new profession of the 20th century, boldly going into the 21st and even going global. But here we're talking about the financial education legacy, the philanthropic legacy of NEFE, and it is so significant. NEFE became the indispensable catalyst, the foundation that made financial education cool. It made financial education through our endowment and our staying power and the DNA of our neutrality and the good architecture we had institutionally with our high school program, innovative thinking, multimedia access, and collaborative programs. Like any good startup, we did it the right way. Congratulations, NEFE. You have left a legacy and you continue to do that.
These first 30 years are just the start of our story, and they have led us to where we are today, which is right here. These are our core values and have become the backbone for how we make decisions, ranging from our broad annual goals to small changes in our internal policies. Our core values were at the heart of our decision-making process when we evolved from a financial education curriculum and program provider to an institute model that focuses on thought leadership, advancing high-impact scholarly research, and facilitating collaboration with practitioners, advocates, and policymakers. As we stand here today, we are nearing $6 million in committed grant funding for research projects, working with strategic partners to drive many levels of change, including media association content partnerships with entities such as the Society for Advancing Business Editing and Writing and the Radio Television Digital News Association, providing expertise that are the building blocks for continued growth of the field, including testifying for state legislatures and using data to advocate for better national policy, centering diversity, equity, and inclusion within all strategies. And we're empowering a team of mission-driven staff that believes in the power of growth and systems change.
What excites me the most about working at NEFE are all of the kind and friendly individuals here that push me to be the best version of myself.
The potential to positively change people's lives who look like me.
Learning about diversity, equity, inclusion in the financial education field, and learning how NEFE can be an ally and an anti-racist organization.
That commitment to pivot at any given time to best serve the effectiveness of the work being done in financial education.
It's really gratifying to work for an organization that is mission-driven and service-oriented.
It's been really great to dig into big questions, to see what the field needs, to see what individuals need, all in service of promoting financial well-being and financial education.
You can be incredibly successful, and if you don't have financial education, you can't truly be successful. And so it is the landmark piece that everyone needs to be advocating and championing for.
We continue to determine how far our expertise can reach, what is possible to accomplish, and address when the field is straying from our collective momentum. We have put together an outstanding staff. We have also grown our endowment to ensure that we have the assets to continue our mission. We couldn't do this work without our board, which has had many wonderful, dedicated members, and this team of valuable experts has always provided us with keen insight and direction.
To each and every one of you in this room, thank you.
I am so proud of what we have accomplished over the last 3 decades and very excited for what's to come. This week's events and your thoughtful collaboration will be a major step in the right direction. We know that the work of our field will never be complete. Our world will continue to change. The needs for effective financial education will change, and we must continue to adapt and help others do the same. So what will the next 30 years hold? What will we be talking about at our 60th anniversary summit? Maybe more of the same, but hopefully a lot that's new and exciting to celebrate. We expect to have major breakthroughs in research and policy, establish significant partnerships that span every corner of the personal finance ecosystem. We want to change systems so that all Americans have equitable opportunity to improve their financial well-being and have mainstream participation so that financial knowledge is an active variable in making life decisions.
My name is Catherine Carmen, and I'm a senior economist and the director for the Center for Financial and Economic Decision Making at RAND. I'm very fortunate to be working on 2 grants funded by NEFE. One, examining the landscape of income share agreements, and the other, evaluating the efficacy of Nevada's statewide financial education mandate. The team at NEFE is great to work with. Their feedback and insight into our work has been incredibly valuable in shaping the work we are doing and helping to connect us to resources and people that allow us to have greater impact. I'm a huge fan of their model of the personal financial ecosystem. I think it does a great job of bringing together all of the pieces that work together to influence individuals' financial well-being.
Happy 30th birthday, NEFE. Thank you for serving as a unifying voice for our field, for bringing people together across research and practice, for building strong relationships and for challenging assumptions, and for working toward a future where all people have the knowledge, the confidence, and most importantly, the opportunity to live their best financial life. We're so honored to celebrate these 30 years right alongside you. This year, our accredited financial counselor designation also turns 30. Together, we have partnered to build capacity for culturally competent, high-quality financial counseling and education in underserved communities. It's an honor to be your birthday buddy and to continue to work alongside you toward a shared vision. A huge shout out to NEFE's staff and leadership who live the values of your organization each and every day. And as a longtime partner and a friend, happy birthday.
Someone born today will have so many more opportunities than those born 30 years ago. The world isn't slowing down, so the next generations of students will have to be prepared that much earlier to keep pace. Then you have retirees, a demographic that continues to grow each year. Where will technology be 30 years from now? What we use to educate and communicate likely hasn't even been invented yet. If I told you in 1992 that our website and social media pages would be our best way to share content with tens of millions of visitors to date, that our annual report could be digitally seen and shared instantly and without the use of mail by thousands of people the day it is published, that you could sign up for a webinar, You would probably say, I don't understand those words, or I wasn't even born yet. But in 30 years, I expect NEFE to continue to be whatever the field needs us to be, with the help of those here tonight who represent our dedicated community. We look forward to charting them out together over the next 3 decades. We've had an amazing and influential 30 years, but we are just getting started.